welcome to a hot new episode of Women Connect. I am Oinlala Sally. Today we're going to be having a steamy conversation with a sex therapist. I'm sure you're excited about this one because I am certainly excited about it too as well. Well, before we unravel our mystery woman today, let's go on a short break. And of course, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Today we're going to be having a sex talk with Rotarian Jessica Sampson, the MD of Intimacy Masters. You're welcome to Women Connect.
Thank you so much for having me, Oni. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm looking forward to this steamy conversation about sex, about relationship, about intimacy. It's something that can't be swept under the carpet.
Absolutely.
And we are going to exhaust it all today on Women Connect. So what inspired you into becoming a clinical sexologist and of course an advocate of sex education?
So I'm going to say first that I'm a curious person. I'm very inquisitive. I have a natural affinity for sexual health education. I was a child that, growing up, people didn't want to talk about it. It was hush, taboo and all of that. I just started being the person who was like sharing it openly. When I saw the changes in my body, I was telling my mom, and I was a go-to girl when, boy talk is involved in school, and that was how it started becoming a thing. I started off as something that I'm passionate about, and it became something for profit, and wow, I'm excited.
That's nice. So you've trained thousands of couples around the world in terms of various challenges they face in terms of intimacy. Now, what is the top of the list? What is the most common challenge when it comes to intimacy in marriages?
Well, I'm going to say that without having to, put it into culture or base it to maybe African Nigerian descent, I'm going to say that it will be the lack of sexual conversation or communication. Wow. Yes. And this is regardless of the tribe, the culture, the country, because we've been listed on a whole lot of, backgrounds and cultural standpoint, right? So when it comes to major, I would say, because I've seen a lot of patterns and looking at things and people that have handled it, will be lack of sexual conversation or communication, because you see people who are married but they never talk about sex, but they've been married 10 years, 20 years, but they never have sexual conversation. And if I would say second, I'll probably say the fact that foreplay is underrated. That would be my second option for the most issues that couples have in sexual issues in marriage.
All right. Now, a lot of parents struggle with this in terms of talking to their children about sex. What advice would you have for parents who are struggling, to talk to their children about sex?
Okay, so I'm going to be saying, as it starts, I'm going to start by saying what parents need to understand is sexual education for children is not a one big talk, right? It is from having an age-appropriate level of discussion to getting to, as the child grows, we keep having conversations. Because when it comes to sex education for children, most parents think that it is about orgasm, pleasure. No. Sex education for children is really talking about body safety, body autonomy, preparedness, sexual awareness, which is so key, especially in their developmental stages. That is like, we're talking 1 year to 7 years. So that would be my advice.
I see. Now, love making, of course, is, it's a skill.
Right.
It's a skill that has to be learned. Now, is that one of the things you teach?
Absolutely. So see the thing, a lot of people just say that, okay, you pay for conversations for this. Am I supposed to pay for sex? Oh yes, it gets to dancing. For instance, you see a cook, a wife who knows how to cook, right? And then you can't compare a wife who is also a culinary chef or a professional in cooking. You can't compare both. You can't compare both. Yeah. Or for instance, I make myself up when I'm not really going for that serious engagement or event. Then imagine if I'm going for a professional outlook, I will pay a proper makeup artist. That is exactly how it is when you need to pay for knowledge, pay for sexual conversations, because we've seen neurodivergent kind of couples. They're a whole lot. Their sexual preferences, communication. So why would you just get into marriage without even asking yourself what exactly you're into? Just like you see that when you go for, maybe you want to check up with your doctor, there's always diagnosis. That is how it is when it comes to sexual understanding. 5 years into marriage, you're tired. 10 years into marriage, you're tired sexually.
Well, I think this sex of a thing can also be controversial. Now we're going to diverge a little bit. It's a bit controversial, especially when it comes to religion, because of course, religion, they believe, okay, marry as a virgin and all of that. And if someone is getting married, the person does not have any sexual knowledge. Also, of course, person is naive, doesn't know much about sex and all of that. So,
truth is, even when you want to stay chaste until marriage, it doesn't stop the conversation, right? That's why it's important during premarital counseling, before marriage, start having the conversation. Know the kind of partner that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So it's important, being a virgin or not, being a Christian brother, a Christian sister, that does not stop the conversations, because when you get in, the real life starts. Imagine when you're no longer attracted to your partner. That does not mean there is no love. What would you do at that point? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
So let's look at this. This whole place is getting hot already. The steamy conversation. Yes. And I'm sure the viewers at home, I'm sure you're learning a thing or two, So anyways, before she goes, she's going to give us some tips, so that we make our room hot and steamy. Right. Okay, but how does it feel organizing the first ever sex conference?
Okay,
you want your shoulder pads high.
Exactly. Okay, so in one word, I'm going to say it was amazing. When it comes to this conversation, anything that has to do with intimate matters, it is seen as ugly, unspoken, uninterested. There is so much, but I know I've been able to speak to thousands of people. My DM is chaotic because of the constant questioning, and I'm like, how about we just have something that where it's a safe space where couples can talk, individuals can ask questions. If we have conferences for finance, for health, for other areas, we can as well have it in the most important conversation in the world. And that was how we came about the sex conference.
It's a very good one. Yeah. Have you done one this year?
No. We're going to be having, now this is the thing, I was overwhelmed from last year. We are still even reeling from the joy. But we've been getting, questions, sponsors, collaboration, like what's going on?
Women Connect is collaborating with you this year. We have a lot of women. We have over 400 women that will be excited to attend this, because sex is a very important part of marriage, you understand, and relationships, basically.
Thank you so much.
So it's something that needs to be taken very seriously, because it's breaking a lot of homes. Yes, if any marriage or any relationship that has an issue, if you dig deep, you would find out sex is the major reason why it's not
and then
working.
They hide under irreconcilable differences. That's what you would hear.
All right. Oh wow. Well, this is all we can take at this point, because we need to go on a quick break. Rotera and Jessica.
Thank you.
Interesting. All right. We're going on a short break right now. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Women Connect continues. Welcome back. I still have here with me the delectable, the beautiful, the amazing Rotarian Jessica Sampson, who of course is the MD of Intimacy Masters. Well, the master of the intimacy herself. Yes. Let's get back to this steamy conversation. Now, let's just go straight into your book, Outcourse. I'm so excited about this book.
Thank you.
I can't wait to lay my hands on it.
Thank you so much. So you see, if you look at the book clearly, you see the blue and the pink. It's a 2-in-1 conversational toolkit. A lot of people think it's
and for her.
Now here you also have a non-consent form you get to sign, because we've seen couples who tell you that this is my preference or this is what I like, and problem starts in their marriage. So you're going to sign and say that whatever I say in this book is more like a letter. Afterwards, you exchange with your partner and you see what your partner likes, desires, fantasy, and you don't even need me when you have outer course. And I must say, before we go into the next conversation, A lot of people focus when it comes to intercourse. What about outer course? There is so much, people don't know the word. In fact, some people say, until I saw this book, I didn't even think that there's a word as outer course. Foreplay, kissing. I know couples who haven't even gotten close for 5 years. So, I mean, yeah, this is.
All right, now let's take a look at unhealthy societal norms when it comes to intimacy. How do you feel about it?
So I think maybe we will change a particular norm. From the top of my head, I would say that let's change the notion that says that, when it comes to intercourse, it is the man's need and the woman's duty. I think that would be my major highlight for, societal norms. A lot of people think that the woman is to give sex in marriage, not to really enjoy or receive. But it is important and sacrosanct that couples understand that sex is not for the man's need, right, and the woman's duty. It is for enjoyment. Another thing is, people shouldn't think that intercourse is for procreation and not pleasure. They go hand in hand, and that's the gift in marriage.
Wow, that's really nice. So congratulations on your Ella Award.
Thank you.
How does it feel? And of course, you got it featured on Vanguard. Hello.
I'm super amazed at it. I mean, when I got the email that this was going to be a beautiful event for me to receive an award, I was super elated. What we do is quite uncomfortable sometimes, because of the cultural beliefs that we have. But I'm grateful that a brand would see, not just a brand, a big one at that, will call us up, for such a nomination, and we won. So I'm truly grateful, and it has really impacted us, giving us more platform to, raise the message, and we can't stop. We keep going. Thank you.
Wow. So you're an amazing mom of 4.
Yes.
I think you have twins.
Yes, I do.
Wow. And they're all 4 girls.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That's
right.
Beautiful. So how do you balance that, being a mother, a wife, and of course, your busy schedule?
I'm going to be honest. So I balance 21st century kind of parenting and maybe the conventional or the unconventional one. I let myself rest when I need to. I let my kids know that mommy needs to rest. So I play the part of being a mom. If I'm overwhelmed, I take a break and just giving it all the grace it has, because women are born multitaskers. However, I take time in balancing and managing to the best of my ability. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed. I'm not even going to lie that, it's the grace of God. We just keep putting it well and making sure that the dream is, being a better mom, being a better wife, and being a good businesswoman as well. So we thank God.
Yes, very important.
Yes.
All right, so what should we be expecting from Intimacy Masters? We already know the sex conference. We're looking forward to it this year, 2025. And Women Connect is collaborating.
Thank you so
much.
Well,
yes, we are. We have to be part of this conference.
Well, I would say that let's even rest for the, big dreams. The fact that we can even have the sex conference, got TV stations, popular national televisions who, partnered, is enough for me to say the next coming years will still be hosting yearly events where couples can feel safe. And with time, we can, create schools, academy where we can teach other sexologies, because we're just like 1% of the 1% who are doing this. So there is a market for it. So we can, do some certifications, affiliations, and more. So that's what I've been doing.
Wow, this has been amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, quite a revealing and eye-opener. Like I said, this is the first time we're having such an interview on Women Connect, and we hope to have more. In fact, we're looking forward to just creating a wonderful segment, just of you talking about sex, because people pretend and all of that, but they know they want to know.
Absolutely.
They want to know they know.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for coming on Women Connect, and we're so excited to have you as part of us, and we look forward to more of you on our program, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Continue to fly the flag for Intimacy Masters.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we've come to the end of this wonderful interview with Rotarian Jessica Sampson, the MD of Intimacy Masters. We have a whole lot to roll out on Women Connect. Don't go anywhere. The show continues. And that's all we have on Women Connect today. I am Oinola Sale. Keep connected, and of course, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Bye for now.